What do you do when a lunch break little mini PlayStation turns into a, oh crap, this is the final cutscene. How do I pause it? Ouch. Hi, I'm Justin and welcome to the XP Log, a daily-ish podcast about my gaming journey. And today, I am going to talk about how I beat Star Ocean 2 in the most inconvenient time the world has ever known. So, before I start, this podcast is going to be full of spoilers for the main game. Maybe even possible for a side game, which I don't currently have at the moment. I just want to put that out up front because lately I've been trying my best to avoid it, but it makes everything very general and very hard to talk about. So if you don't want to hear spoilers about the current game, then you're going to have to skip. Without further ado. So I'm on my lunch break yesterday, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll progress through the final dungeon a little bit, right? I'll fight some of these this boss gauntlet, right? Okay. So I go to the next room where I was at. I go to the next room, and there is Lucifer there, which these names are maybe something we're going to talk about in the recap episode, because this one's Lucifer, and then the main bad guy is Gabriel, which are two archangel names, and I don't know, it's very interesting to me. I think there was a Michael and a Raphael too. So it's very interesting to me that the 10 wise men kind of share that motif. I don't know. Anyways, but there's Lucifer. So I fight him and I beat him, and then there is a very small like corridor. I was expecting like a puzzle or something like that, but if I remember correctly, it's like, you know, basically a corridor, and I'm level 100 and something, so everything is green, so it doesn't aggro, so I just run by it. Because at this point, I'm at the end of the game. I don't really care to grind. So I run by it. I get all the chests and stuff. And then I face off against Gabriel, who has the symbol of annihilation going on, right? It's complete. So I'm fighting Gabriel, and I beat him, of course, right? Of course. And I avenge my father. Oh, that's another thing we're going to talk about come the recap episode. And Cloud avenges his father. It's not my father. And then it's 12:30 and I gotta go. And it kind of rolls right into the final cutscene. And having to pause the final cutscene is kind of like, you know, pitching off a pee early or whatever. It hurts. It doesn't feel good. I had to think about that the whole rest of the day. Luckily, I don't take lunch till it's 6 hours into my shift anyways. So it was only a couple hours. But, you know, then I get home and I got to take care of the dog and I got to get a shower and I got to do all this stuff and I'm trying to hurry up. So, yeah, so I literally went down to the wire and beat Star Ocean 2 yesterday. It felt great. Well, that part didn't feel great, but I literally came back, not came back. Well, when I got home, I did all my responsibilities I had to do, you know. Did all my responsibilities. And then started to I was so worried it was going to like freeze up or something because I didn't get a chance to save it or nothing like that. And sometimes in the most inconvenient times, the Steam Deck is a little finicky. So I start it back up and I watch the final cutscene. And then come to find out, there's this huge new game plus post content mode. So I guess the max level is actually 255. It's not 99, obviously. And then there are 99 endings, which I don't see how. Because you do get locked out of a few characters if you pick certain ones. But those little and I'll talk about this more in the recap episode. Those ending parts are very fast, very cobbled together, so to speak. Like they're just short sequences, really, talking about the characters, and maybe they get more elaborate if your friendship level is higher. I don't know. So friendship level isn't something I really explored because, come to think about it, my main party or whatever was all close. So technically, if you're, if this party member is super good friends or, in love with this party member, maybe their interaction is different, because I just noticed that both sets of my party member, I used Claude, Reyna, Priestess, and Leon, and both sets had scenes together. So maybe that's what it was. So maybe you're supposed to grind and grind that friendship level and get everybody's like maxed out and good and stuff with all each other or something like that, and then that's where you get the 99 endings. I don't know. But I digress. So I guess my question would be, have you ever went down to the wire in the final stretches of the game, kind of got surprised that, because I expected there to be like more phases of the boss, so I wasn't expecting to beat it. I was expecting to get far, but I wasn't expecting to beat it. So have you ever ran through the final stretch of the game when you were short on time and had to pinch it off? And how did you feel about that? Leave that in the comments in YouTube and Spotify. As always, thank you very much for listening. Like, comment, follow, and subscribe, and all that good stuff on all the good things. And most of all, tell your friends. And enjoy your day. Thank you very much. That's all the time I have. Peace out.